Hello.
Welcome to Crafty Cottage Stitches. I'm Heather.
I'm Jeanette.
And it is January 22nd, and this is Flosstube number 52. And thank you for all the lovely comments last week.
Thank you.
We're happy to be back.
We are happy to be back.
And we have some thank yous.
We have some thank yous.
to say. Are you going first?
First off, thank you. We had a friend send us some
gift cards
and an amazing gift. One for Evie too.
Yeah.
Check this out.
So cute.
So cute. She is one of our very first viewers. She's always commented and always left wonderful comments. And then she sent us this. So
we're just blown away.
Yeah. This sits, I'm sure she knows because she watches all our videos, but this sits right by my sewing machine because I have a pink sewing machine. So thank you. Thank you. She said we can call her Cheesehead. So, but there you go. But I wanted to show that in a nice way. I don't think that's something we would say.
In a mean way?
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so thank you very much. She knows who she is.
And Evie loves her little llama you sent her.
She loves Lola. She takes it with us whenever we go somewhere. So it's super soft.
There. Ew.
Heather got a really, really cute.
I got Happy Mail from my friend Kelsey from Cross Stitching Cousins. She sent me these adorable little sugar cookie ornaments, felt ornaments that she made that are beaded.
How cute are they?
They're so cute.
They are so cute, Kelsey.
I love them.
I love them.
Evie hung them on because I had her tree up for a while. It's down now, but she hung them on there when I got them. And this one too.
Stinking
so cute. And I was thinking this one would be cute to make for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, we were gonna leave her. You were gonna leave her tree up and do that, but
I'm getting carpet.
Yeah, she's getting carpet.
I'm getting carpet in the bedroom, so I just needed it out of there.
I know I was gonna leave it up in her room here, but it's too tight in there. So
well, like most things with her, like when you mention them, she is upset. And then she forgets about it, like, instantly, so.
She's really excited about carpet, though.
She is, yeah.
That'll make it nice and cozy in her room.
And she also sent me this precious little pincushion and these little peppermint pins. Absolutely adorable. And we were thinking this would go good on top of a jar, too.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
Or something. It's just nice and flat, so you could probably set it, you know.
Let me grab one.
Like that fat little blue one. Mm-hmm. It seems like it would, right?
But you definitely could. Yeah. It's cute. I want to make one now.
It is really cute.
Super cute.
So thank you, Kelsey. I love it. It's adorable. And all the other stuff she sent me. Stuff for Abby and lip scrubs and things. So thank you. And I also got, and my mom got some Autumn Love. From one of our friends on here.
We'll call her M because we didn't ask her if we could mention her name. But
she sent me, and this was before she knew that I was doing anything with this fabric. So she had sent me, I got this, I think, the day after we posted our last video. Pixie Love 2 panel. Super cute.
It's totally you.
These are my favorite.
Those colors.
Those singing girls. This is going to be really fun to do stuff with.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that little hedgehog.
Oh, I need that one.
Precious. In fact, I have a couple little hedgehogs cut out of the fabric.
Oh, do you?
Of the stuff I already started because I thought he'd be cute in the middle of like a hexagon or
for like
Dresden or something. Yeah, he's really adorable. And it was funny because none of the I didn't buy any of these. I had them all in different colors, so this isn't any duplicates of what I already had. And I thought this will be perfect for, something I will show you guys that I've been working on. for a project bag for Fairytale stuff.
It's perfect.
Little mushrooms. And then this one, I have this in the dark green, but she sent it to me in the aqua. Which is perfection. I love it so much. And I had this one in the pink. And now I have it in the aqua.
I didn't grab mine out. She did send some pieces of Autumn Love. I kind of reorganized some of my fabric over there, and so I just put it in and put it away. I had piles of stuff that I would pick up here and there and baskets, and that's all cleaned out now. So I didn't want to go dig it out after just reorganizing it.
So I have some ideas for that. So thank you. That
Thank
was
you.
very, very nice.
Thank you, Em.
And I think that was it for mail stuff. I'm not sure why my phone keeps buzzing.
I don't know.
Google Photos is freaking out on me.
Oh. So I've been stitching a lot.
Me too.
I haven't sewed a whole bunch. A few things, but not a lot. I only actually came in here for like a couple days. Except for when I was organizing. So, and my husband set up a TV and actually got it hooked up for me. But I had to finish. I guess I should have ironed it, but that really wouldn't be me. So I finished my Peter Rabbit sampler.
Oh man, he's beyond cute.
He's so cute. And this actually will fit in an 8x10 frame. I finished him up last night. It's so cute. So cute. And if you had seen the pile of colors that this guy was, I was like, oh, that's not good. But I went with it, and he's stinking cute. So
yeah, on their own, my goodness, they are some really
This is like
colors.
a dark avocado green, but it's not reading that at all. And he's lined in.
I don't even know. Yeah, like an avocado that's
it's called dark
oxidized. You know?
Yeah, the black, almost blacky green. But look how cute.
Oh, so, that one.
So he fits in an 8x10 frame. I just haven't had time to go dig through my frames. I do want him in a light colored, super vintagey frame.
Like a really thin.
Yeah. Like the one I had gone to an antique store, but it wasn't right, the right size.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
But anyway. And why didn't I buy that frame? Because that was really cute.
I'm sure it's still there.
Yeah. So anyway, there he is. That's
it was
my
really
finish.
busy yesterday when we went.
So I had stitched, because I told you guys I'm really terrible, but I had stitched, I think the S, the T. Yeah, and that's a big one. I had to take it all out and I wasn't going to, but he wouldn't have fit right, and then he wouldn't have fit in an 8x10 frame because I was like way over here. I don't know what I did. I know what I did. We do a kind of like a Zoom meeting on Sunday, and so I was stitching while talking, and I usually end up taking everything out the next day. So I think I'm gonna get an embroidery ready for that, because that I won't mess up on as bad, but I love him. So next time I'll have him framed, hopefully, if I can find a good frame. But that was a lot of stitching. Those letters, they don't seem like it, but there's a bit to it. But he's precious, and it'll be cute in the guest room. So, and I have my next one planned. Oh, it is warm in here. Should I open the window?
I'm fine now.
You're fine? Okay.
I stitched 2 of my new patterns that I haven't released yet, but I'll release them when I get around to it, probably this weekend.
I love that.
They're
fabric.
Valentine's ones.
Is that one of our old fabrics or new?
Old, I think. It's for Valentine's Day. And it fits in a teeny tiny frame I have that would be so cute, but I haven't decided if that's what I'm going to do with it yet. It says, "You won my heart." And I think it's cute. So
I think it's precious.
Available in my shop soon. Want to show your next one?
Sure. So I've been working on, and I worked a lot. I just have been stitching. So my Beatrix Potter sampler. That's that. And I got quite a bit done, actually. I actually blew through a whole skein of floss, which was kind of awesome. So I'm going to have to turn it sideways.
Oh, that is so big. It's way bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Love it.
And that's 40 count, isn't it?
This is 40 count white. And I've gone all the way to the edge. and started down the side. I did not have this finished, so I had this and half this done, so I got that all done and all the way across here and down. I worked on it a couple times during the week. This is even though, well, they're both 40 count, but because this is a darker color, it was a little bit easier, so if I was tired, I could work on this more. Because when I was doing those light green letters, they're very pale, so it was a little bit harder to see downstairs. But
well, and he was hard, his coat.
Yeah, because if you saw the colors, you can barely tell a difference, even with my readers like right up my face. But when you're stitching it, you can't tell the difference at all. So
especially when you're doing one, you just have one strand.
And Abby was being like really crazy and talking a lot the other night. Like, I just put it down because it's like I can't. But I finished that up last night. So, but I love this so much. DMC 926. And I think if I continue on the path that I'm on, maybe by summer I'll have this done.
It seems like it.
This is my weekend stitch. And I absolutely love it. I saw that there's some other people out there. They've got I think they might have a sale going on. I don't know. One thing I've found out about myself, if I join a sale, I'm not very good, and I'm gonna putz out and be the loser on that. Unless I do it with friends, because we did what do we do? The last one. Oh, the October, the little bird or whatever. But I was stitching with friends, so.
I don't think I've ever.
Well, I've done completed potting shed and all that.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's cute.
I haven't finished the frame yet. I need to just finish off the edge, but this is another pattern of mine that I'll be releasing.
Heather likes Valentine's Day.
I do.
It's not that I don't like it.
I don't have pillows and stuff on my house. Like, I just like a couple little things are cutesy.
I think the deal with it.
That'll be another one. I have a couple other ones. I probably won't get them stitched, but I'll go ahead and release them.
Those are cute. I think the deal with Valentine's Day is I'm just so over having so much stuff in my house.
Yeah.
That my house just needs to be neutral.
And for me, I do a few things because Abby likes to have decorations, so.
And I love fall and Halloween and stuff, but my favorite to decorate for is Easter.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not. See, and I love Easter because then I love spring, I love summer, I love the colors, so.
I have two more patterns that are this shape and size too. Similar kind of like little Valentine-y.
Although I would display that if you want to give me that one.
Well, honestly, I thought they'd be really cute as a banner.
They would be very cute as a banner.
So that's why I didn't commit to. I have a perfect little frame for this one, and it would be cute in a little vignette. But I thought, I don't know, I might stitch them all up and do them in a little banner.
What is that?
That was my initial 1/1 start of Berry Keeper.
Oh, the Berry Keeper.
Yeah.
Did you finish that one?
No, because I ended up not liking the color it was on.
Yeah, because that's a great color.
Yeah, but not 1/1. But it was going to be massive if I did it over 2, remember? Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah. It was like a wall hanging size. I don't have any more.
Oh, you don't have any more?
Yeah, because I only have 2 going at a time.
One more.
I really had the urge to start another one, and Nancy talked me down. No, you stay with your plans, and.
Well, ta-da. Nancy.
Well, I am going to start. I've decided because there's a huge sampler I want to do.
Which one?
I'm not telling until I order it.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be a surprise.
So we're getting carpet in our bedrooms, and because of that, I kind of was motivated to think of stuff for my daughter's room. And so I started one that I've been talking about for a while. From the Veronique Enginger Fables and Fairytales to Cross Stitch book. This book is beautiful.
It's so pretty. Is there a bunny one in there anywhere that I could kind of...
Oh, yeah. Well, there's like tortoise in the hair. Yeah. And yeah, there's all kinds. I mean, and there's a lot of, I think, like European fables in here that I've never heard of.
I'm gonna have to look
I love
that
this
up
one
before you
for
leave. Yeah, that's precious.
the laundry
It's
room.
the colors. I really enjoy doing.
Confetti stitching.
I really do like it.
It's so fun.
It's so fun, and it's so. When you get it done, it's like
It's
a
crazy.
drawing. It's
well,
beautiful.
and I'll show you what I have done on this once I show you which one I'm doing.
Yeah, hers is precious.
I have started the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And I'm not going to do the dwarves on the outside. I just want to do Snow White and the little woodland animals in the middle with the apple. I want to do like, my initial goal is 3 from here to frame and put up in her bedroom in her little story area because she loves books and reading and fairy tales and things. I also want to do Little Red Riding Hood because she is obsessed and terrified of the big bad wolf. So we'll be doing that one.
There was a house decorated for Halloween here, and it had this atrocious giant, human, like man-sized,
It was
horrific wolf.
like a werewolf,
Like
but
a
not.
werewolf, you know. It was terrible. But she made us drive by there all the time so she could visit it. But you could tell that it was like, ah! But she had to go see it.
She would fixate on it.
Mm-hmm.
I
She
also
fixates on
love.
stuff.
It's hard for me to pick from here. I'm glad I started one because I've had this for years and I'm like, I don't know which one I want to do. Look at the 3 little pigs. Also, there's a big bad wolf in that one. So
I don't like that story.
we have some good versions of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or we just
I mean, you know.
make it up and.
So she has.
Sorry, I'm getting
Yeah,
sidetracked by that. But anyways, I started.
I would like to finish, or do you want? I'll go ahead. You first, and I'll tell you.
I must have started a stitch in the middle of my daughter talking to me earlier because I was just hanging out the front. Let me finish that real quick.
I hang mine out the front though.
I know, that freaks me out.
It freaks me out that you put it on the back.
Well, I like it to look good. I have her started. You're just seeing that back there because it's floss I'm working with, but I am obsessed with doing this right now. I love her patterns. They are a lot. There's a lot of color changes, but there's just something about them.
I just think that makes it fun though.
Do you backstitch as you go?
I do not.
Okay.
But do I regret it sometimes? Absolutely.
I think I'm going to.
Yeah.
I have here.
Well, but here's the thing with that.
I don't want him to get messed up either.
Yeah, so he has very long stitches on his ears. And as you guys know, I roll my fabric. So I don't really want it to get all bent out of shape, I guess. But I mean,
really
to each his own. A lot of people do it just so they're not stuck with it. Maybe look at how long the stitches are and judge by that.
They're short on her stuff.
I just prefer, like if it was just her hair and she was going around just the hair, then I could totally do it. And do I regret it? Yes, because there's one that I am going to get out and start working on. In fact, I'll get that.
Her patterns are just so incredible because I was stitching this guy the other day, the little birdie. And this didn't even take me very long, but there is like 4 or 5 colors in him.
Yes, but look at the result.
But before the back stitching, you could kind of tell what he was. But I mean, he could definitely read as just a freaking little blob. And you put the back stitching in and he's a full-on little birdie. I love them
But
so
if you
much.
get to the point where I am right now, I only have back stitch left and it's kept me from doing this. I'm gonna work on this in the morning. I was gonna tell you
Yeah, you should.
Have a morning stitch. I'm gonna keep this out in the morning.
So pretty.
It's almost all. There's one thing. I think there's one flower down here or something left. And I started this before we did.
But how much back
Flosstube.
stitching do you have?
Oh my gosh, it's Paula Vaughn. Tons. But that's okay because I like to backstitch. So I love back stitching. Yeah, and last night I was having a good time doing, Peter when his,
Because it just brings everything to life. But I think with this one, I would have done it along the way because it's going to be freaking hard to find your spot to do the back stitching.
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of color. I don't have a problem with that because I have done no back stitching, so I'm starting from the beginning.
Hers won't be so bad because they're mostly like outlining stuff. I mean, I've seen like full coverage people where then they haven't done the back stitching, and I just don't know how you would do that. I do want to show one more thing before you show that.
Do that.
This is probably my favorite thing in there, and I almost started this, but we have not read her Hansel and Gretel. Because it's kind of a really freaky story.
She has a Heidi that I've only seen online and not the pattern. If I could find that pattern, oh my goodness.
No, Veronique does.
Yeah. And she's sitting.
This woman is talented, man.
Yeah, she is. She's incredible. But I love the French designers. Period.
Anyways, that's what I'm working on now. I know last week I told you guys I was going to start that hands-on design quilting thing. We'll talk about that in a little bit. This is going to be my focus right now, are these two projects.
She's really working on Evie's room.
Yeah.
And just getting it cozy.
And I'm just motivated by that.
Yeah, go with what you want, what you feel.
Yeah.
Have the design board.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did. Oh.
It's mine. Or it's that one.
Okay, so if you'll remember, I started this prior to us starting Flosstube. I don't know what happened because I love Paula Vaughn, and I'm almost done with this. Down to actually not even much. The wood, I guess kind of siding on the house and the porch. Yeah. And then a ton of backstitch. But this is what I have done. And how gorgeous is that?
That quilt is incredible.
I love it. That was took a while.
It already has like
while,
lots of movement in it, but it's gonna be really cool when you get it.
Yeah. Once it pops out and all this, the little details and stuff. So I'm gonna pull this out because I want to have like a morning stitch maybe. And finish this up so I can get it in a frame. It's so pretty. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Ow.
I mean, it's basically, I'm down to the back stitch and those, and the siding, so. And I think that's like one row of stitches maybe. I have, it's one row of stitches and a bunch of back stitch, so. Yeah. I'm going to get going on it, so.
And I'm just doing this on crusty Hobby Lobby Monaco. Joann's Monaco. Hobby Lobby Monaco. I didn't wash it ahead of time. I wish I had.
I hate it.
I'm kind of in the flow, but it's fine because I'm using a really small piece, so you can tell I've like rolled it and it's softening at the edges there. My concern is that it's gonna get dirty because I'm kind of a dirty person. But
I stitch on white linen all the time, and so and it's soft and it's pliable and wonderful, and I can roll it up like this. As you can tell, I roll all my stuff. That is not comfortable to me. If I did a small ornament or something, I would be fine with it.
It's not easy stitching from these books, by the way.
No, you need to have a stand.
I need to get them bound, but I kind of don't want to.
No, they're so pretty. Anyway, so this will be my morning stitch. It might take me for a while because, I don't have a lot of morning stitching time. I don't allow myself a lot of morning stitching time. It's more like what it is. I try to do things around the house and chores and all that. And I feel like if I start stitching, I could sit there all day and do it. So anyway, but I am going to add in a morning stitch just to my routine. There's a huge sampler I want to start. Well, it's huge to me.
Do I know what it is?
Yeah, I showed you. I'll show you next time because I'm going to order it. But so that'll be like a morning stitch thing. And then when I finish the Beatrix Potter, then I'll move that to the weekend because those will be my bigger things. There's a lot of big things I want to have done for my house. So I did pick out for sure my next stitch. And it's this one right here. I'm changing all the colors, but one, I think. So if you look at this is green to me. It's green to me. Let me take it out of the package. The picture, which is, I love green. If you pull the colors for this, It's 610, which is a drabby brown.
Yeah.
So, and I probably will do it in a brown.
Not even a greeny brown.
Yeah, it is a greeny brown.
Is it
610? It's like I hate that color. And it's green, and I thought, well, I'll do it in green, but I'm not. I probably am going to do it in brown, just a completely different, softer brown, and I'm washing out all the colors, so. But I love this one, and I'm going to do it and I was going to leave the bird red and just go with it, but this is mulberry. I don't know if you guys have seen mulberry. It is a dark, dark burgundy red. Not a red that I really have in my house. So I think I'm going to do the reds and maybe wood rose or something really soft, and then he's not going to be red. So, and I'm doing it as an anniversary, kind of an anniversary stitch for, this is my 40th anniversary year, which freaks me out. So
It's my 6th.
anyway, so I thought, well, I'll just leave it red because, you know, the 40th is the ruby anniversary. But I don't have those colors in my house, and I'm doing my colors. So anyway, this shouldn't take too terribly long. And yes, I'm doing a Quaker and another Quaker, but I found I really, really, really love doing Quaker motifs.
Well, I think I would enjoy that too. It's just not my style of stuff, but I feel like that one,
I like
those. I feel like would work up to where you feel like you're making progress because you see what
you kind of have like individual little finishes along the way, kind of, and then my birds, of course. But yeah, so there's that.
You guys would be proud. You should be proud of me. I have my own little floss box for my Veronique, my Snow White, and my whatever.
Let me see that.
Little Red Riding Hood.
What pink is that? I am going to do the roses on here red. That's a good pink.
So that's what I worked on yesterday. I just went, instead of pulling these colors from my stash, I knew I was going to do a few things out of here, and she typically stays to very similar. She's got a very, you know, her colors travel throughout her different patterns, and so I just went and bought a set for those two patterns and bobbinated them yesterday. Do I have like a big fat bag full of other ones that need to be done? Yes.
Yeah, but
I'll probably work on them later because it wasn't bad doing it yesterday. And I even did it where I just wrote with Sharpie.
See, it's the color I picked for my flowers.
Yeah. For whatever reason, I didn't buy that one.
I knew it.
I went to go stitch it last night. I'm like, it's what? I don't know what I did. I missed a few of them.
Which one?
I missed that one. I had that one, obviously.
It's not wood rose. I'm going to do the flowers and wild berries, which is exactly the color I just picked up out of her thing. So I need to get the darker of that.
Because this is for her dress. I need to bobbinate this one. That's why it's not done yet. Because when I was stitching last night after getting them all done, I realized I hadn't bought that one separate, but I had this in my other bag to be done. A couple of them, actually. One's very similar to this color because it's very pretty.
I love it. Hey, Lisa, you want to start this? I know she has it too, so that'd be fun. And I love seeing her color changes.
Anybody want to start some of these with me? Let me know.
I do, but I'm controlling myself. I do want to look through it before you leave, though.
I probably... It's the same with her Christmas book. Would stitch almost all, but maybe one or two out of
Even
here.
if I didn't do anything,
I don't know what I would do with them. That's another thing. She has really cool, like funky ideas,
like little bags,
and banners and.
But you could do a lot of it in that other book that we.
Yep, the embroidery book.
The embroidery book.
I mean, and there are different like little motifs and stuff.
So
there's
cute.
chickens.
Oh yeah, and ducks and.
Yeah,
that one's cute.
That's super cute. You could stitch these like 8 different ways and just pull little things out of them.
Mm-hmm.
There's little fairies. I love it.
Okay.
And I have one more plan. So I talked about last week how I wanted to start that big hands-on design, let's talk quilting, but I changed my mind when I found a pattern I had that I forgot about.
And I think I'm going to add what she's going to show you if I'm not filling the other two. I had a hard time not starting the Quaker handwork because I was doing that alphabet and I had to pull it out, so I was annoyed. But I stuck with it. Not that I wanted to. I would do this whole thing. 100%.
It's the Jeanette Douglas Matter in Hand. I forgot I bought that when we went to Acorns and Threads this summer.
Which surprised me that you bought that, but now that I see it,
I love it.
I know, it's beautiful.
I love it. And I will do it in my own colors. But this is what I'm going to do instead. Because I have an idea to have it framed above my cutting table for, cutting quilting fabric and stuff. This would be more like my house style than the Let's Talk Quilting one. That one I think I will do little pieces of it to make like needle books and project bags and things out of. But this one is... I love them both, but this is more
and I love
sit out
alphabets,
every
but
day.
I don't really like... I mean, I did the Merry Christmas, so I can't say I don't like words necessarily. More signage.
That one
That's
had a
not
ton
really my
of words,
thing.
did it?
What?
The Let's Talk Quilting? I mean, I know that's the whole idea.
Yeah, it was all words. I wouldn't do that one.
That's
so,
true. It is all words.
Yeah, I'm not really a subway art kind of person or signage so much. I think I have one sign in my own house, and that one's getting ready to go.
I do love that one too.
Yeah. So, but do little long pillows or something.
I will.
Stick them in a
Pincushions and things
cushions,
for that.
yeah.
But I definitely want to start that Jeanette Douglas one. I don't know if I'll start that in the next 3 weeks because I kind of want to really focus on these.
There's a few elements on it because I bought like a little picture frame up here, and I think it would be cute to set them around with the elements from that one she just showed. That I really...
It's adorable.
I might stick that in here and there.
I love the tiny little details on it too.
If I get tired of stitching Quaker, maybe I'll do that.
I have my
It's a
stitching
lot of
moved
Quaker.
back. But that's because I know specifically what I'm going to do with the things. Anything else I've made, I don't really have plans for.
No.
So...
Oh,
And I've been wanting to do the little fairy tale and storybook things for her room for a long time. So I'm glad I'm
and
started
you love
on that.
doing it, so...
I do
But
love
that's
her
also what
patterns.
you started stitching when you first started stitching again.
I would do
was
1 over
everything
1
like that?
out of her Christmas book, which was a lot, but really pretty.
So I've done a little bit of sewing. Have you?
Yeah, just
Or do you have any kind of... I was going to say Flosstube haul. Do you have any kind of...
haul.
Yeah,
Just quilting fabric
Okay.
that I bought before the first of the year.
Yeah, we're actually being really good. My 1, 2, 3 shopping cart is that long, but most of that's because I really want to do this sampler. And I'm not gonna tell you until I order it. So that will move into morning stitching as soon as I've been pulling whips out, which is really good. Not just not cross stitch, but old quilt stuff. So
Yeah.
I'll
show my little haul after I show what I sewed.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
As far as cross stitching goes, the only other thing I want to make project bags for those.
Yes, for sure.
I need to make project bags, period. I also need to make design boards, but I have some specific ideas for project bags for those fairy tale ones I'm doing, which I'm excited about.
You know, you guys, if you haven't made these yet, even if you're just a cross stitcher,
They're fabulous.
they are fabulous because if I've got, especially something like the Veronique, you've got, this is covered in, I just set this down on here and then I can move it real quick off, wherever. I usually have it on the ottoman, but it doesn't like fall off. It's wonderful. So I don't want to make them. She sells them. So, and you don't have to have a giant one like this one, but I will tell you.
You also don't even have to line them.
No, you just
if
put
you don't
batting on a piece of.
I guess
foam core
technically you could just get a piece of batting.
And put but you don't.
Sticker.
The thing is, it's nice to have a.
It is, but if you just had a small piece of batting, you could roll it up in your bag. But you can make it small to fit it in your project bag
Yeah, I was
too.
gonna
And then
say,
it's
you
nice
don't
because
need
your
this
bag
big.
stands up with it in there.
I do it for quilting. I'm going to make more of this size because this is my favorite size. I have little ones. Like she was showing a little one. But they're really invaluable, whether you're just a stitcher or you do You're a multi-crafter.
Yeah.
This one's really good. We use that one more for
I
stitching.
stole one of yours. I'm pretty sure I have one of yours in my house.
Most likely. Does it have red gingham on it? Then you do.
No, maybe.
But anyway. So they're kind of nice. And you can, actually, if you had two and sandwiched together, you could just slide them in a bag.
Yeah.
You want to show your quilting first?
Sure.
Mine's kind of in a...
I did a couple random things
put together.
when I had time.
So,
Just like sewed together some of those blocks that she gave me of the Christmas stitch. But nothing to like really show you guys. Like, a lot of progress on
the
that.
one I don't care for.
Yeah, and I have a lot of pieces of it, like little
When
pieces
she gets
done.
it all together, I'm sure I will love it.
Yeah.
Not enough to put in my house though.
I sewed together my first swoon for
What'd you think about sewing it?
my husband's. It was fun.
It is fun, isn't it?
For my husband's Tottenham Hotspur's quilt. And I did it scrappy. Goodness. It takes a long time to sew one together. But it was my first one I did too. But it does take quite a bit of time. About an hour.
Mm-hmm. Oh, about an hour and a half,
Yeah.
I would say.
The first time for sure. But
Even as I've made tons of them now, it still takes me about an hour and a half.
I kind of love it.
Yeah, I kind of love it too. That is going to be amazing.
I think it will be too.
Amazing.
And it's funny because as I look at it on the screen, those look like two different fabrics to me, but they're not. They're the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be really cool. So I decided to go scrappy on it, and I love it. And he loves it. He thinks it's really
reverse this.
What do you mean?
I think that's a reversed block. But it's okay.
Reversed how?
I think that's supposed to go out. Right?
What? Go out where?
Let me go get mine.
Oh!
But it doesn't matter because you can do them both ways, and that's just a cool block. Let me grab the other block. I could be wrong, but for some reason that looks different. But I like that for what you're doing anyway.
Interesting. There was one thing. I did this. I sewed it together at night. That's why it looks kind of different.
It is different because I did that.
See, because it's flat on this side instead of pointed out, and so the white should be in here.
Yes, but I like
That is
that for a
cool.
sports quilt. Yeah, I did that, and I thought, ooh, I love that block.
I didn't even notice it at all.
But the other 6,
don't match.
it's just because, I had to switch mine around. But she made these flat. She just turned these around.
That's
So
funny.
you don't have this whole thing in the middle. See the...
Oh,
But I like that for a sports quilt. That feels more
Yeah.
manly. But she just reversed this, so
That's
she's...
funny, and I didn't even notice it at all. So it's not like I did like half of them that way and half of them
No.
the other way.
You just...
That's what I
how
get
you
for
do
doing
in
it late
your
at night.
brain.
But I do love it. And I haven't done like I have sewn together like a couple of the first parts to the next one. So I just will need to
Remember to do it
remember
wrong.
to do it the wrong way.
It's not wrong. It's just different. It's not the swoon, but...
There was one thing, I forget what it was. I had to like rip apart and put it back together.
If you did reverse that, though, because it's not hard to do, these would pop out better.
Yeah.
You'd have that wheel in the middle of just those
Well,
colors.
I could do every other one.
You could. I don't know. See, you can tell this depends on what you think.
Well, now I'm kind of sad. I kind of want that to pop in the middle.
Yeah, you kind of do a little bit. Make your next one and then decide.
That's
'cause,
true.
you
Or I
know,
can do every other one.
You could. I love that block too.
Or this could go in the middle or something. Because what am I doing? I'm doing 3x3. I'm doing 9. So this one could go in the center. And then if I hate that look, I can just make another one.
Mm-hmm. I would make the next one and then determine how you feel about it.
Well, poop.
Because
I sewed this together.
This is really dark right here, so
Yeah.
that it would lighten that up a little bit, but I don't think it really matters. Depends on what you like. Make the next one and then determine.
Yeah.
I think I'd want them all the same. I do like it that way though, because to me that feels
How did I
masculine.
manage that?
I did the same thing, and I had made many of them. So just there's a lot of steps to this. It's very easy sewing, and if you pay attention, you know. But that's just because you turned that at one step is all it was. So I'm like, why does that one look so different? And it took me.
Sorry.
Sorry,
Ran out of
we
time.
Cut out. So
But
anyway,
anyways, I'm gonna probably fix that.
I think you'll be happier.
I think
It'll
so,
give you
too.
a little bit more of a lighter look.
I didn't
But
think it
definitely
quite had
keep
the
it-
impact, but I did like it. I was like,
Yeah.
that's pretty. It
I know, and when you
it.
look at that one, it's like,
Yeah.
wow, because it's
Yeah.
got the circle in the middle. So I pulled out a very, 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 very old pile of blocks. I put it together.
You probably want that project.
I had all the blocks. Well, it doesn't matter because it's big.
It's true.
But I remember making these. These was like, goodness sakes. This was like over 10 years ago.
These
and I
ones like-
pulled all scrappy scraps out of
That
my...
screams Easter.
This screams Beatrix Potter grandbaby room, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I've been, like I said, been going through stuff, and I put these blocks together over 10 years ago using all scraps. You guys remember I only have girls in my family and granddaughters, so I have a lot of pastel-y stuff.
Oh, that fabric.
I know. I
What
wish
is
I
that?
had more. These fabrics are 10, 15, 20 years old, some of them. But anyway, so I know this looks like a rat's nest. If you don't know this technique, Erica Arndt showed it on one of her bags, and I think
And it was like,
the Charm Pack challenge that I've been doing, what's her name? Kimberly connects them like this too. I just spend the extra time and actually flip-flop when I'm ironing, but mainly because I'm doing bigger things.
I
Look
think
how
Kimberly
pretty.
would too.
Yeah, she probably
Yeah.
would, except for she was doing that one so
Right.
fast. So I've got half the blocks. It's 6x8, and it's all scraps. And I picked them up and I started putting them together one day because,
That'll be done
And
this
it-
afternoon.
yeah, I'm going to work on it today. I didn't have time this morning. This is half of them. It's went really quick.
I have 2 Charm Pack challenge quilts to
So
zip together too.
super easy. Kind of Irish chain with a bigger square.
What
I'll
is all
show
that
you
dust
guys.
flying through here?
It's not dust, it's fibers from here.
Oh, okay.
And cat hair.
It's not haunted in here, but it looks like it all of a
cat
sudden.
hair.
Like,
I swear to
through here.
goodness.
Well, it might be. I don't know.
Black kitty hair. Actually, this was Mama Kitty hair because she loved to lay in my where we were living at the time. We were in an apartment while we found a house, and her favorite place to lay was on my sewing table. It was sunny in there.
She was a table layer. Anyways.
She was a table layer, and if she could spread her hair wherever, that was her favorite place to be. So this will be done, and I am gonna have this like. There's gonna be a couple of things I want to do
so
on here
pastel-y
too.
and fun.
Isn't it beautiful?
Like embroidered, maybe.
I think I'm gonna put some embroidery on.
Yeah,
here,
it
so-
looks like it. Would be
just
perfect
because
for
there's
that.
a lot of weight.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
But I just think that the colors and that fabric, that would be really
Yeah,
perfect for that.
I've been trying to clear out. We found this really cool place that we're going to start donating some of our craft stuff to. So I've been kind of going through the second room over there, which is the grandbaby room. There's a lot of stuff like this. I have two other quilts that I need to actually just put together. The blocks were done. I have a giant log cabin that I used just scraps to do. I have 2 rows to put on it. The whole thing is together. The 2 rows are all together. I just need to add the 2 rows to this log cabin.
I have a couple of those too.
So I'm trying to get those kinds of things done. I changed my mind about the yellow brick road.
On which one?
For the poppy cotton fabric.
Oh, the
And
dots and
after I get it,
posies?
yeah, I changed it to a different quilt pattern. I decided I didn't want to do yellow brick road. What the heck did I do with it? Anyway, I'll show you next week after I have it cut out. I'm going to use it as a leaders and enders instead. And so I can do that and the Barton Cottage from Riley Blake at the same time. But I thought, you know what? I need to get these together, and now I'm covered in cat hair. I even have a cat and fluff, so
I'm just looking up a shop name for where I purchased these things.
polka dot something.
Yeah. I ordered some fabric off of Etsy before the end of the year. Because I told my husband, I'm like, I'm trying not to buy any more fabric next year. And he's like, why? And then at first I was like, that's a good question. But I was like, because I have a ton of fabric. And so I've bought a few things before my non-buying. And he said,
She did get a shiplap gift card too. So
I did.
that doesn't
Yeah,
count.
that doesn't count for
Because
gift
I
card.
bought that last year. Right?
Yeah. And so he was like, yeah, I get it. You got to stock up. And I'm like, okay. And so I went on and ordered one night quite a bit of fabric from this shop. It's called Polka Dot Secrets. I just looked at it and then instantly forgot.
And there's another piece too, but it's still out in my car.
Oh, yeah.
Which is
Polka Dot Secrets on Etsy. I ordered quite a bit of Japanese fabric and some Minki Kim fabric.
all her.
Minki Kim, I ordered some Atsuko Matsuyama and some Liberty from the Riviera collection because I couldn't quite swing the $16 half yard on the other Liberty fabric. I just couldn't bring myself to do it, but I got quite a chunk of fabric and I just wanted to show you guys. Tonalon, I think, or
Tonalon.
something like that, and it's beautiful.
Doremi.
This is one of the Atsuko Matsuyama ones.
Oh, that just is like the most beautiful thing.
I want her to just come and make fabric at my house. Give it all to me. This comes in like multiple colorways.
I am loving that green.
And it's just
I think we bought some of that green from. What did we buy that
Easter
the
one?
Easter line.
Yeah,
had
is that
mini-
Mortensen?
I don't remember.
Jessica Mortensen, is that? There were a lot of good Easter lines last year.
Love that green.
Look at
It's
that.
beautiful.
And she just does tiny little strawberries and whatever. So what got me on this was the... Where are my other ones? I guess the one you have. I didn't order a ton of Japanese. They're not cheap. Japanese fabric is not cheap. It's like incredible quality and I love it so much. But here's the Liberty ones that I ordered from the Riviera collection. Oh, that one's not Liberty. That's Minki Kim, I think.
This definitely.
That's Liberty. This is Liberty too, I think. It was from doing that Pixie Noel. I wanted to look for non-Christmas like little scenes that I could do something similar with, like the little peoples or little animals inside of a block. And I first was looking to see if Ellie Lutz had any new fabric out because I just love her colors from, what's her?
I don't know. I thought that was just her thing.
Ellie Lutz. No, I always confuse the two. Not Ellie Lutz. The German designer that does...
Ellison Higgs.
Ellison Higgs. What's her name?
I don't know. I only know her as that. That's her company.
She has fabric too that's just like beautiful, but I've never bought any of it and I don't really know how, like when she releases it or whatever, but anyways, couldn't find any of that, but ended up finding some Japanese fabric and then I ordered some of this Minki Kim that is just stinking adorable.
Oh my
With
gosh.
little gooses and things on it. Never thought I would say that.
Ah,
This is her hidden cottage line and it is precious. It's got like little daisies and little chicks and flowers. And
I
this
need
goes
to.
with
I need a little
it.
piece of that.
I have a
just
whole
to make
yard there.
just to make a little something.
And she's got these little cheater hexies that are adorable. Little bunnies. And little white gooses. And then this check is perfect for Easter. This little pink dot.
Mm-hmm.
And then, is this the same line? This might be Liberty too. This doesn't look like that goes with that, but...
I don't know, but can I see that gingham?
Yeah. Yep, this goes with it too. This green. Super cute. So, yeah, those are my fabric haul. Did I order more with this? Yes. From a different shop, but I'm not going to show you because that's embarrassing. I got some of the...
I thought that
Or did
stack
I show it
at
last
your
time?
house was like double that size.
Well, yeah,
You
because
got
it
a bunch
had,
of poppy cotton
I got a
and
bunch of
stuff.
poppy cotton. I ordered, because we're working on our bedrooms right now, I ordered Songbird Serenade from them because I want birdies in my bedroom. And I kind of want to make a quilt out of that, so I ordered a bunch of Songbird Serenade. And I think that was it from Poppy Cotton.
I haven't ordered fabric at all.
Well, I'm done now. That was before the first of the year.
And that's a big fat lie because before Christmas I did.
Yeah.
I kind of got obsessed with this pattern, and I'll show it next time, and I bought some fabric to go with it, so, and it's sitting right over here, and it's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
What are your quilting plans?
Well, I made another thing.
Oh,
I started Evie's birthday gift.
that's right.
And this because Heather had mentioned that she hadn't seen what I bought. So in fact, we ordered the book to go with this too.
Much.
Here's the Little Women fabric.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
And I'll show you what I'm making. I'm just making her a small, kind of a cuddle blanket. But here, look how cute. Now I did there is a peachy corally color, a darker one, like that, but I took that out. Next to purple, dark peach is
Peachy or orange,
peachy.
it's not really
It's
your
not my
jam.
my color. But how cute are these fabrics?
Oh, I love them so much. The colors on them are
They're just, and it is kind of actually
perfect.
showing up nice on here.
It is. And we have
If I
weird
take a
lighting today,
picture,
I think. That's why.
I think if you take a picture, it's not great, but they're just wonderful, just happy colors. And this blue is
The blue is my favorite.
fabulous. Actually, it is my favorite too, and I'll show you what I'm doing with it.
It almost is like a tiny bit periwinkle, but
Almost,
not.
but you know what it
Yeah.
is? It's kind of country blue from the
Yeah,
80s.
that's true.
So that's going to be my border. But I'm making this one right here. And it's going to be, this is considered a table topper, so it's 40 inches square, which I think it will be a great
Mat to sit on.
Yeah,
or
and just a cuddle
snuggle
blanket she can throw her speck in.
Yeah, her baby doll.
So I got, so this will
Beck
be,
and Michigan baby is what she calls the other one.
so this will be the scallopy part, and then the blue around here, and then this, look how cute.
Ugh.
That's going to be
I love it.
this small border right here. But anyway, I mean, you're talking maybe 30 minutes to throw this center together. So I did that, but because I want to have this all done. This is going to be her birthday gift. And then I ordered her the cutest volume of Little Women, so she can have her first, well, probably not. You guys have probably bought other classics, but I think that'll be a fun.
No, not really. Well, we've got some Beatrix Potter, but not
And
like
I
classic
might-
versions.
Yeah, I might make her. I probably will make her a little purse or a bag too, to go with this. Maybe to hold the book or something, or maybe
Or a book pillow.
Yeah, book pillow.
I want
or
to make a book
something.
pillow
So,
too.
She's a book girl.
She is a book girl.
It's just she loves them. So anyway,
In fact, she opened. I had like an under the bed bin that I had some books because before. I recently got a bookshelf for my mom for all of her books, but before that they were just like in my living room on different shelves, and they just didn't fit. I have so many books for her, they didn't fit anymore, and
I need to get.
so
her
I had
some
to
more books
rotate
for
them
here.
out. So I rotated some into an under the bed bin, but I've been taking stuff out of the rooms because we're getting carpet and I'm going through stuff, and one of them was the book bin, and she opened that today and was like, oh my gosh, there's books in here that I love. And they're books that we don't love as much. So I'm sure my husband's home reading her
Good.
The Spiffiest Giant in Town is like the word.
I'm loving having the quilt kit in these
Yeah,
bags.
me too.
I think I'm going to order the one size up from this.
It keeps everything nice and flat,
Yes,
too.
it's nice. And then I just kind of have this, kind of like that
Yeah.
down in the thing. So I'm
It's
loving
really
it.
nice. So I need to make a couple project bags for those. I also need to make,
Yeah.
I'm going to do a big project bag because my daughter has a sticker addiction, but she has these big sticker, like reusable sticker boards. They're like room pages that you just stick little peoples and stuff on from Melissa and Doug. She's got a lot of them, but they don't fit in any container that I can find that's like flat. So I'm gonna make my mom was like, we'll make a project bag. Duh. But I hadn't thought of it. I've been searching like for, I've even ordered things that they don't fit in there.
Looking for bins and stuff, but the bin's gonna have to be so much bigger to fit them.
Yeah, and the stickers don't, like, there's no way to organize them. She gets them, you know, we've got like 8 different themes of these, and so they're all mixed in because that's just how she plays. She's a chaos player. So a project bag will be perfect. She can just shove them in there.
Oh, and she can bring them over here or whatever because it'll be in the bag. So some project bags would be nice. I've got a big pile right here of future project bags. But whatever.
Yeah.
I'll get to them when I feel like it. I thought I would feel like sewing more, but I really didn't. I was stitching a lot, so. But I did find some really cool stuff at antique stores, and I forgot to grab Hunka Munka.
I'll go grab her.
Okay, she's in the kids' room.
I saw her. I almost grabbed her before. I didn't know if you wanted to show her.
So I went antiquing. Whenever I have. Oh no! First, I wanted to show you the brown transferware I talk about all the time, because I talk about it all the time. Heather bought me this. She lived in Virginia for a while, and this is my brown transferware.
So they had the best thrift stores there.
And it's, I can't read.
This was a whole set.
I think it's Charlotte, right? Isn't it called Charlotte?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's Charlotte. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. She bought a whole
set of it.
Yeah, I mean,
I called her one day and I was like, do you want this?
Because I had told her, I said, I'm kind of looking for brown transferware, but I don't want the typical brown transferware.
Right.
I wanted something florally and feminine and just pretty.
And it had everything. Some of it had little chips on it.
And it does, but I don't care because it's beautiful. And it's old and the crazing is just incredible on it.
And I want to say it was like next to nothing.
$40 for a whole Rubbermaid container filled with it. And I've got platters and sugars and creamers. The stuff that pay a fortune for. As a matter of fact, I'll show you my cow.
Oh yeah, because we found him years later.
Years later. He's got weird blue on him. I didn't care. I've never ever find Charlotte here. Ever. But I bought the little cow. And so he's got some marks on him, which
he
I
probably
really
cost
don't care.
as much as that whole
He
set.
was $25.
Oh, okay.
$25. And she paid $40 for a Rubbermaid container
How
filled
did I
with
get
this.
that back to you?
You brought it back when you came.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So remember you came back and you brought the Rubbermaid container?
So in our car trip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, but anyway, this is the brown transferware I love.
With 2 cats in tow,
and
by
now I'll be able to display this again. I would switch out before I have red too for Christmas, but this right now is just totally what I'm into.
You know, she normally would do that for like fall.
Yeah, fall, and it was beautiful. But now I'm going to keep this out all the time in my office area. But look how cute he is. And so when I do the Isabella Johnstone, I am going to pull this brown out.
Yeah, it is a perfect brown.
Mm-hmm. And actually when I do the Quaker, that Quaker, there's a brown I picked out for that too.
The one you showed today? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quaker handwork.
Oh, okay.
I picked out a brown that matches really good. That I am going to use because it looks green to me, but I'm going to do
This is from 1951.
this brown. Yeah. I don't think the figurine was. Was it? Oh, it's from England.
Yeah.
Woo!
I know. I'm gonna go back and buy the other one. In fact,
I told you to.
My husband's always called my daughter Punka Munka because she's a huge mess maker. And if you know the story, Punka Munka is a mouse and her husband Tom Thumb. They throw a fit in the dollhouse because the food's made of plaster.
He calls her Punka Munka?
Uh-huh. We call her Hunka Munka and Punka Munka.
Called everybody a punk. And so Macklin did, and it was just weird to me because my brother's like...
He always calls her
was
Punk.
old, so...
But he calls her Punka Munka because she's a mess maker.
Oh, okay.
Like Hunka Munka.
That makes sense. So she went and picked up honkamonka for me. Why? You know why we didn't get it the other day? Because we had Evie and I would have had to go up front and have them go back and unlock the.
Yeah, and it wouldn't have been
cabinets.
bad. I mean, they're super nice about it.
Oh,
The
yeah.
store is wonderful.
I think we were done by the time.
Yeah.
But Heather went and picked that up for me for my.
And they have the one where she's sweeping, and I, you know, my husband's like, well, you could put it in her room. I just don't have a spot for it right now. And we have seen them before. The prices on this were amazing.
But if
I
you
just
bought
didn't
one
need
of
to-
those shelves, you could put it up on there.
I just didn't need to spend the money on it. You know what I mean? Like,
And now you're gonna go running back there tomorrow.
no, I'm not.
Or
If she's there next time or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing fairy tale stuff in her room.
You are.
And yes, like the mouse. We do love Beatrix Potter books.
But you'll have that at my house too.
Right.
So we'll just put
Right.
it over here and then you'll have the
I
Fairytales
would rather
stuff.
have a Miss Tiggy Winkle in my laundry room. Because maybe I'll do my laundry room Beatrix Pottery.
Oh my gosh.
With that green.
That would be
And it would
so
all
cute.
be Miss Tiggy Winkle. Because I'm going to do that hutch top in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'll do.
It would be cute.
So if anybody finds a Miss Tiggy Winkle like this,
Let us know.
let us know. That's not like $1 million.
or Jemima Puddle Duck, because they only had Drake. Is his name Drake?
Yeah,
Puddle Duck?
Drake,
Yeah.
Mr. Drake
Mr.
Puddle Duck,
Drake,
I
yeah.
think. They had a bunch of. They had Squirrel Nutkin and. Here, you take
That's
it.
the one I love. The Squirrel Nut.
Squirrel Nutkin's precious too.
Anyway.
Yeah,
but
we've been
I found-
antiquing a little bit.
Yeah, I have. I've gone quite a bit. What I was saying is anytime we go out of town, we'll hit a weird one up there. But I found this little, I don't know, figurine. But I'm going to make her into a pincushion.
Because her caboose is open.
Because her little booty is open. But I thought she'd make a really cute pincushion up on my cutting table. Because I have one over here and then I kind of carry that and that. And when you pick that up.
Has like little embroidered flowers in her
it's
dress.
so pretty.
Just barely.
It was so cute.
Yeah.
Because I started collecting, well, I've started finding them now that I'm actually going out. The little girls. You want to grab her?
Yeah. You have one over there too, didn't you?
No, I moved her. Up
Oh,
there
that's where I saw
because
her.
she's so cute.
Can we grab her?
Sure. This was before I actually found the other ones, but I thought she'd make the cutest little pin cushions. So cute. But I started collecting, well, I've always wanted to, but I've never found them. My goal is to only do it when I'm thrifting. The little birthday girls. One for each of the girls in the family, but they're so cute. I'm going to actually do it for the boys too. I'm adding March and October in there too. But she was the first one I found, and that's December. And she's not a birthday for me. This is June, but that's my anniversary. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I have to go get a June one. And then I
You
got
could
one
do
of
for
these
like
for Nancy too.
grandparents. I mean, Grandpa July,
Yeah, I mean, I
Grandma
may as well
January.
just buy the whole.
I'm sure we know somebody that has a birthday in that month.
The only other one I found was January. I found her for $1 or $2 at Goodwill.
$1 or $2?
Yeah, I think she might have been $2 or something. And it was January, and my bestie's daughter's birthday's in January, so I gave it to her. But yeah, they're cute, right?
Precious.
But then I found some baskets and stuff, but my favorite find this time was this.
Yeah.
Do you even really need to say anything about it?
I love those little flowers.
Everything is just perfect. And it wasn't horribly expensive. Way cheaper than art for my living room.
There was one that was horribly expensive.
So this was, I dealed with a lady, made a deal.
Bartered. Not bartered.
Bartered. No, that's when you trade
Yeah.
stuff, right? Haggled.
Yeah.
I got it for $35 framed and everything. You can't even get anything framed for that. So she said 40, I said 30, and we met in the middle. And I would have definitely given her 40. I've never done that before because I always feel like, okay, if that's what you want, that's what you can have. But I love it. And this is going in my living room. So I just love it. I have a few of these. And maybe a collage of like, what are these called? Embroideries that I find. I would like to do a collage of that. But the colors on here are just beautiful.
Yeah.
This makes me happy every time I go in my living room to see this. So I'm just collecting whatever the heck I want.
Yeah.
No theme, no, whatever I love. So they had another one that was an alphabet. It was quite a bit bigger, but they wanted almost $300 for it, which I didn't like nearly as much as this one.
It isn't like, it was from the 80s too. It's not
They're
like.
all like printed from the 80s, for goodness sake. But anyway, and their frame was ugly. And this is beautiful. So those were my finds. What did you get at the antique store? Did you buy something? No. I actually had gone back to get the little June doll because I had bought one for Nancy because her granddaughter's birthday was, and I'm like, you have to collect these too. So, because they're so cute, you have to. And I don't have June in anybody. And I mean, look at that colors.
Yeah.
So I got it, but there was 2 of them. And I was like, why did I? And then Heather's like, those colors are perfect in here. I'm like, okay, so now I have to go back and get her because my anniversary's in June, so I'll use that for an excuse. But they're just cute, and they're fun in here. So.
Yeah.
So that's about it.
I don't think I have anything else.
No.
Evie will be starting a bunch of classes come February, so I'll have more cross-stitch time in the car.
Oh, you do? Yeah, you will. I am actually gonna trace something. Oh, there's that pattern. I knew I had it out to show. So I actually got this out and I'm setting it on my table. I'm gonna trace it this afternoon because I am terrible at stitching. While our little stitching group we do. I've had this, I've showed it. I've actually had the paper or the fabric. I put SF 101 on the back. So we blew this up bigger. I don't like how this floats in the middle really small. Something about that just doesn't do it for me. So my husband blew this up a little bit bigger for me. And I'm going to trace this afternoon because I need something.
I love the way they finished this for others.
I love it. Love, love, love it. So, and I think this needs to be a little bit bigger to fill it in.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's kind of what bothers me about embroidery sometimes.
Yeah, there's too much white space, but I actually have the fabric all pressed onto SF101 even. So, but now I have a nice big light box. So it'll make it a little bit easier. I just got to repress this because I've had to fold it up.
This is Crabapple Hill, the quilter's dream.
So then I'll have, and this is actually I don't know if you, there we go. It's got a little print to it. So
I have Route 66.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
But doesn't apply to your life at all.
It really doesn't.
No. So here's the,
We'll do a giveaway or something of that.
No, I would do that. I think your dad would like that. So it didn't apply to your life, not mine. So instead of doing the yellow brick road, I had all the fabrics laid out. I wanted a lighter look, so I wanted to add the white blocks in between, and I was like, well, that's boring. And I bought this pattern, I don't know, last year sometime.
Yeah, that one's cute.
And I love it. So, and I think this will make a fabulous leaders and enders. So I'm going to cut the dots and posies out and then have that on a tray to use as the leaders and enders. And then I'm going to put yellow around here. And this will go on the end of the bed and in the guest room. So I'm just going to make a twin size, but I think it's wonderful. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. It's a super easy looking quilt. Not hard at all. Great. You don't have to really think about it. It's because it's going to be super scrappy. So
It even it uses charm pack.
it does use charm packs. I don't have charm packs, but yeah, this is totally charm pack friendly. So cute.
Very.
But and that's about it. Need to get that trace because it's a little disheartening the next day after I stitched and I look at it like, what in the world was I thinking?
What do you mean?
Because we do a stitch group
Oh, yeah.
on Sunday nights, and the next day it's like,
I did that last night
Really?
with her, with the Snow White I was stitching, and we were watching, we got BritBox, and
it's wonderful.
my husband and I have to have closed captioning on everything, even if they don't have an accent.
I hate closed captioning, and she turns it on my TV all the time, and then I can't figure out how to turn it off. And
But, you know, we're watching British shows, and sometimes they have a very thick, you know, British typically we're okay with, but, like, if I'm watching something and they're Scottish, yeah, I really struggle with that.
Shetland, I think, is up there somewhere, and boy, it's a little bit harder to.
But anyways, I messed up on my cross stitch last night, so I had to frog out most of her dress, but I did it before I went to bed.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Doesn't it make it easier to pick up the next time? I always take out my mistake.
I had like one little section I did it, but I had I ripped it, so I knew where to go back.
Yeah.
To pull it out. So that's what I'll be working on. There's some good shows on there right now.
It's fabulous.
Yeah.
I binge watched Father Brown yesterday. I love Father Brown. I love British TV. So, which one are you watching?
Stonehouse.
Is it good?
It's a mini series about a true story. It's pretty funny. It's pretty good.
It's funny, or
well,
is
it's got
mystery?
it has Matthew McFadden in it. McFadden, and he's our favorite. We love him, Mr. Darcy, and
I mean, who wouldn't love
Tom
him?
from Succession, which is like one of our favorite shows on HBO. It's amazing. But anyways, yeah, it's a mini series with him, and it's like a historical. It's something that happened. A crazy, like, it's just something that happened there. It's funny.
I don't really watch regular TV anymore at all. I don't. I have no idea what movies are playing because I don't watch commercials because I watch Acorn TV or BritBox now.
Pretty much any commercial that comes up in our house when we're like streaming anything is just like pharmaceutical commercials, and we're I told my husband last night, I'm like, literally every commercial is like a different medication, and we're always like, the names are crazy. So we always laugh about that and all the side effects. Oh. Like, we literally I was stitching yesterday and something came up. It was like a ridiculous side effect, and they were singing. They were singing the side effects of this drug, and we both like looked at each other at the same time and just started laughing because it's outrageous.
So your sewing plans are bags?
Yeah, bags, and probably just continue on with his Swoon, or fix his Swoon, and hopefully get those turn pack challenge ones put together. It wouldn't take me very long. It's the parts that I have to actually pin though and pay attention, so
yeah,
maybe I'll make myself do that this afternoon, but of course there's freaking football again, so
that's usually my line.
5 more games left in the season.
I don't know. This year seems particularly bad where they've crammed them all.
They always have. Dad's just more into football now.
Yeah, that's annoying. Actually, I really don't.
I mean, there is, I think, another round of playoffs or whatever, but that's been for a few years. Make it go away.
As of February 12th, that's it. No football will be on our TVs. We will be putting our garage together because it needs to be done, because I have a lot of projects. We had a really cool project done in our house.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of been, I don't want to say...
life-changing.
Well, I love it because I'm a detail person. I have to show you. A friend of ours did this for us, and he did a fabulous job. Thank you, Charlene, for letting your husband come work in our house. We had railing put in. I'll give you a sneak peek of my living room too. It's not filled and painted yet. I'm going to paint it white.
But it changed.
It changed the whole vibe of that room. I'll show you. Here's the before. Blah.
And that looks small there, but when it was that wall, it seemed like huge. Like a huge wall there.
But look, it opens that whole area.
Yeah.
And I would say adds light, but there's really nothing over here but a wall. But it just feels lighter now. So we are making progress. I know people, they want a tour of our kitchen. So I don't know how to say this.
She doesn't love how our kitchen ended.
No. I'm having to get over the anger of my kitchen, and so yeah.
She needs to get over it.
I do. And so I'm having to alter a lot of stuff because it got so messed up and wasn't what we asked for. And so to give a tour of this right now, I'm afraid I'm going to just start freaking out in between. We're having to alter a lot of stuff because of the shoddy workmanship when it was put in. So, and Heather is going to not disagree with this. So that's why we haven't done a tour. It's bad, right?
It's bad, yeah.
It's bad. And so, so I'm having to do a lot of work to make it, some of the stuff that was messed up in it, not as noticeable and make it more like what we asked for. See, the anger is going to start coming through. So that is why we haven't done a tour of the kitchen yet. We'll get there. It just, now that Christmas is over, because I don't really do projects in my house from like October to December unless they're very small things. I painted my wainscoting, but that was something that didn't interfere, and because I could just move a few things and then put it back or whatever. But I don't work during those 2 months in my house. And so now that,
The weather
we've got the railing and stuff done, and which was probably the last really super messy project. Now we can put stuff back together, and I will give a house tour. I don't want to keep putting, I know we said we'd bring you along, but the anger has stopped me from wanting to do that.
She needs to just let it go.
Okay, you spend that amount of money and...
I'm sorry, I've had my house for 7 years and there are projects that still haven't happened.
Well, it's not the projects haven't happened. It was the... Yeah, it was them not being done right when you've paid someone else to do it. So I'm just having to fix stuff, and then we'll do it. Because...
We're going to start doing stuff, just me and her.
Yeah, we're...
I want to take a class on how to use a saw.
I know how to use a saw. We'll be fine.
It's not that I don't know how. It freaks me out, and I don't want to go into it freaked out, because then I'm going to chop my arm off, so...
Mine is the noise, and so I'm getting headphones, and we'll do it, because I want to put wainscoting and stuff up down there.
Yeah, I need to do a bunch of stuff.
And so my husband needs to be over football so he can get the garage set up so I can start doing some projects down there. But
for me, it's my husband needs to be over football so I can go do projects and have...
We just need to be done with football. We just need to be done with football. So anyway, I think we're going to go because I want to sew and trace that pattern. Yeah.
And because football's starting soon, so...
Oh, it hasn't been going yet?
No, not until noon.
Oh, I don't know. That's 12:05. It started. Anyway, we will see you in 3 weeks. I hope you get lots of things created. Send us pictures if you make stuff. There was something I was going to ask about.
And I predict that we're going to have a decent snow, I feel like.
It snowed here yesterday morning.
Yeah. I feel like it's coming. We had our first fall spring, and I got a bunch of my yard done, so that was nice. But
it's freezing cold right now.
Now it's freezing, so.
Yeah.
You were going to ask something?
Yeah, but I can't remember.
Well, we're going to run out of time. Follow us on Instagram, Crafty Cottage Stitches, White House Stitchery, and White House Stitchery is my Etsy shop for my cross-stitch patterns, and I'll have a few to release here soon.
Yeah, and they're stinking cute.
I also have a cute winter one with a snowman on it.
So if you stitch them, let us see what you're stitching on.
Yeah.
Give us a holler. How's that? Have a great 3 weeks.
We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.